Hello YouTube, this is John with No H. Gonna come to you here with a video. I'm going to introduce this vintage scope to you. It is an old Weaver, one of the very first commercially successful Weaver scopes. Came out in the first produced in the early 1930s by William Weaver. He opened up a scope manufacturing here in the United States. Started in the Midwest somewhere, then he moved to El Paso, Texas. That's where the bulk of his business went. So here, El Paso, Texas. This is the box for it. This is a Weaver 330 scope. 330 means the first number of 3 it's a 3 power, and 30 I'm pretty sure is the year that it was first designed, or first came out in 1930. They're kind of rare find today, because a lot of them were, well, they've gone to, like a lot of old stuff, they've been thrown away or whatever have you. Anyway, they're for this time period, were a really great scope. It's a 3/4 inch tube, so it's pretty small. And let's see if we get up here closer. The Weaver 330, and these knobs here with the screws, that is your adjustment for windage and elevation. There also was a click adjustable model. Actually, you could change the settings with your fingers, didn't need a screwdriver, and that's typically the way that they were used for in the military in World War II. They mounted these on Springfields, 03s for sniper duty. They also used some other scopes too. I think there's a Unurl was also used on them also. But anyway, they could buy these pretty much straight off of the commercial market with a few small changes. They pressed them into service in the military. Usually your military Weavers will have the serial numbers etched in there, and they did some other things too. This is a commercial model. It's not a military, so it has less value than the than one that actually has been used in the military. Because they used an etching pen to make those numbers in, a lot of fakes out there. People have been taking just commercial Weavers, etching numbers on them, trying to make them look like real military models. But so buyer beware when you find one, because it's an easy to reproduce one, make it look like a true military model that was used of the 330. It was designated to M73B1, and generally that's what's marked on the scopes with the etching pen. This is just a fine crosshair. They also had one where it was a post and crosshair. A lot of those were used in the military. Those are, if you'll find one out there, they're usually sell for a little bit higher because it's kind of a unique reticle. Okay, that's it. They also, like, besides this screwdriver adjustable one, they also had the click adjustable. Let me see if I have another Weaver to show you. Okay, this is a Weaver. This is a 329. This is the model that preceded that model there. Not a 329. I'm sorry, a 29S. Anyway, this shows you the click adjustable elevation and windage that was on a lot of the military models. This also was a 3/4 inch scope. This has a mount for a side mount for something. This is Mark T3. Anyway, that's what the other scope adjustments look like when they have the finger adjustable, which as you can see would be preferable if it was in a military use, because you would need a separate tool to adjust for your windage or elevation. This model, the 330, was made from the early 1930s up through after the World War II, up to 1947. And that's when Weaver came out with their fixed K series, starting with like the K2.5, K4s, and such like that. So phased out in about 1947. What William Weaver was able to revolutionize was to make quality scopes affordable. Up to that point, the only other options was expensive expensive German models, and some handmade American products that were about double the cost. While I was filming this, I noticed here on the back side of this box it's marked $31.90 with mounts, and that's typically how the scopes were sold in that time period. And came with generally top or side mounts, more often side mounts to mount it to the rifle. Okay, a lot of the info that I've gotten for this video project came from this book here, written by Nick Strobel, and it's about old rifle scopes. It has a brief history on different makes, and Weaver is one of them in here. And then it has, at the time, it had values in it. This book is quite old now. This is a 2000 publication, so it's already 13, 14 years out of date. But it does give you relative prices between the different models of the Weavers, and a little bit of information about each one. Okay, that's pretty much it for me. It's the extent of my knowledge about these old Weaver 330 scopes. They're interesting to study, collect. A great example of early model glass optics for rifles. If you have anything to add, knowledge that you have experience with these, I'd certainly welcome it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I do have some other Weaver scopes. I'm considering showing those off with you also, if interest is there. And that's it for today. This is John with No H, signing out. Y'all stay safe.